There are leadership roles in basic training, and in this video, we're going to discuss some of the top ones. I'm also going to discuss the duties and responsibilities and how you can get selected. Let's get right into it. The leadership roles that we're going to be discussing is the platoon guard, assistant platoon guard, squad leaders, duty squad, and bay leader. I'll talk about the last two towards the end of the video. Right now, I want to talk about chain of command. In basic training, there is a chain of command, and that chain of command with these leadership roles will include the drill sergeant, PG, APG, squad leaders, and then the trainees. So if there is a complaint within the platoon, you would then reverse order to send that complaint up through the chain of command. I'll put it in a scenario. If there's a situation going on with trainee A and trainee B, they would notify the squad leader. The squad leader would notify the PG or APG, and then the PG or APG would notify a drill sergeant. That is how complaints and situations are handled through the chain of command. Now let's get into some of the duties and responsibilities of the PG, APG, squad leader, duty squad, and the bay leader. All leadership roles will have this one responsibility, and that's the responsibility of accountability. How many are assigned and how many are present. Make sure you watch the video all the way through, because I'm going to have a special hashtag that you're going to put in the comments, and only the people that make it to the end know what that hashtag word will be. When it comes to the PG, APG, this is most likely the first thing that the drill sergeant is going to ask you when they see you in formation in the morning. So this includes all appointments and sick calls. You need to know where your battle buddies are at all times so you can report those numbers to the drill sergeant. Now, one thing I want to say is that the drill sergeants are still in total control, 120%. But we know where the trainees are at. We're just asking you because this is a part of developing you into a leader that you should be so you can go on and do great things. So to wrap it up, know your numbers. If you are in a leadership role, whether you're a squad leader, bay leader, duty squad, know your numbers. Know where your battle buddies to the left and right of you are at all times. So when it comes time to report those numbers, you have them. Number two rule and responsibility that I want to get into is knowing where to be, what uniform, and the location. Drill sergeants will put out instructions to the PG or APG, and the PG or APG will disseminate it to the squad leaders, and then the squad leaders tell the rest of the platoon. Whenever drill sergeant is speaking, you need to have pen and paper ready. You need to make sure that you're getting the correct information, and if you have any questions, you need to ask. So main thing that I want to hit on is disseminating the information out to the platoons accurately. Your platoon represents you. So understand that if they are messed up, then that's a direct reflection of you. And in return, that's a direct reflection of the drill sergeant. The next responsibility that I want to get into is the fact that you are responsible for reporting all breaks in the good order and discipline within the platoon. If there's any altercations, if there's anything that isn't within compliance of discipline and cohesion and team building and the Army values and the soldier's creed, you are to report that to the drill sergeant. If anyone is late, you are to report that to the drill sergeant. Understand that you are not authorized to handle situations on your own. You are not authorized to give corrective action to other trainees. These are the things that your drill sergeant will talk to you about. When I was a drill sergeant, I counseled all trainees that were in leadership positions. I gave them an initial counseling, and I went over the rules and responsibility, what was expected of them, what they can and cannot do. Your drill sergeant will, i.e., verbally talk to you and verbally counsel you on your rules and responsibilities, or they will do a 4856 so that it is in writing that you understood. Let's get into the bay leader responsibilities. Each bay will have a bay leader. It doesn't matter what platoon you're in. If you're a leader and you're showing leadership attributes, you're going to be put in that position. We don't care about race, gender, sexuality, what platoon you're in, where you're from. We see a leader, and we're going to put that leader in a responsibility because we got a job and a mission that needs to be done, and you're the one that we see that can fulfill that responsibility and inherit in that role. So with that being said, you're responsible for identifying all the deficiencies within the bay and notifying the drill sergeant so they can put in the work order, i.e. the toilets are fixed. You're responsible for notifying the drill sergeant of replacing tissue or we're running out of cleaning supplies to clean the bay. You're responsible for letting the drill sergeant know about anything that isn't in compliance with good order and discipline, i.e. if someone's not doing fire guard, or someone overslept on fire guard, or someone didn't clean properly for fire guard, that is solely the Bay leader's responsibility. Understand, it is a collective effort, but you are in charge of ensuring that what needs to happen is happening, and that's whether you're a female or male. The responsibilities are the same. Understand that the Bay is to be inspection ready at all times. So it doesn't matter if you're doing toes on line for the morning formation or before lights out. The Bay is to be inspection ready at all times. So anytime you get a break, as the Bay leader PG and as individual trainees throughout basic training, you need to be making sure that your bunk is inspection ready, your locker is inspection ready, your area of operations is inspection ready. The Bay is to be inspection ready at all times. The last one is duty squad. Understand that the drill sergeants are responsible for training throughout the training cycle. So if 1st platoon drill sergeants are running the first week of basic training, they will need a duty squad to help set up the training site. This is where duty squad comes in. Duty squad sets up the training and tear down the training. Duty squad serves chow. Duty squad does brigade cleanup. Duty squad for that particular week is helping the drill sergeant operate the individual training for the whole entire battery. Duty squad is normally a set of 10 trainees within each individual platoon. You know how to set up the drafts, set up the solar shades, set up the emergent tanks. You know how to set up the training sites because the drill sergeants will teach you how to set it up and train you so that you are proficient, so that when it's time to rock and roll, everything is set up before the whole entire battery even comes to the training site. The roles and responsibilities of duty squad will be given out to each individual duty squad according to the week that you are running. Understand that the drill sergeants will be there with you every step of the way, giving you guidance. So if there's any questions on how to set up something, or ammo detail for the ranges when you're doing range week, the drill sergeant is there to assist you and to guide you through example, so you will never be left alone. But the rules and responsibility is simply doing what the drill sergeant asks of you and doing it to a way that is proficient, because you are responsible for the overall success and operations of the battery according to that training day or that training week. Now, you may ask, how can I get selected for any of these leadership roles? Understand that you don't have to be seen or be heard. Sometimes you have those trainees that just do too much. Don't do too much, okay? Be natural. Naturally be a leader. And understand that if you're not selected to be in a leadership position, you can still be a leader. You can still have an impact on the operations. You can still have an impact on someone else being successful because you simply notified that they have a deficiency and you want to fix it. That is what a leader is. A leader is someone that leads by example, okay? And if you know that the PG is not leading by example, the only way to fix that is for you to lead by example. And none of these positions are set in stone. Every single day, if you're in a leadership position, there's no days off. You have to come every single day motivated, especially if you're the PG to APG. The goal is for you to motivate the platoon because they're going to feed off of your energy. I tell everybody in the platoon, but mainly my leadership candidates, I tell them the platoon is going to feed off of you. If I come here in the morning and I'm slouchy and I'm driving trainees, I don't really want to be here. That's the exact same energy that they're going to give me back. But me, if I come in and I'm like, second, and I'm fired up, my platoon is going to respond to me the same way. So that's how I always take on leadership roles, and I take on my responsibilities, and I actually give my all when I'm put in these positions, just as you should, because what you put out is what you're going to get back. Now, you may have some bad apples, but understand those personnel will be weeded out. Don't feel like you're the cause of that person being the bad apple. They will get weeded out. Don't focus on who wants to be there. As a platoon guy, the APG, squad leader, bay leader, duty squad. Focus on who wants to be there. Now, in red phase, there's no leadership roles in red phase. You start to get these leadership roles in white phase, according to how the drill sergeants operate within whatever training site you're going to, whether it's Fort Sill, Fort Jackson, Fort Benning, Fort Leonard Wood, and so on, those spots either can be picked by peers, peer-to-peer evaluations. That's how you can get selected for these spots. Or the drill sergeants coming together within the platoon and deciding who gets what based on what they've seen the first 2 to 3 weeks of basic training. Sometimes the drill sergeants will even pick people who they know are shy. So if you're one of those people that, you said, when I come to basic training, I just wanted to sit back and I just wanted to graduate. Understand that you may get selected to become the PG or the APG because we're trying to get you out of your comfort zone. Understand that the drill sergeants are there to develop you. We're there to bring the best out of you. So it can go either way. We can see that someone is a leader and they naturally got it and we put them in a leadership position. But then we see someone over here that's kind of like, they got it, but I just need to bring it out of them. And then we'll say, hey, private so-and-so, we're going to, fire you, put so-and-so in the spot. Put that person in the spot, and we see a totally different atmosphere. We see things drastically change. So understand that it's situation dependent, just based upon what the drill sergeants see and who they're trying to develop and who they're trying to bring out of their comfort zone. As I was making this video, I thought about another leadership role that I thought would be important. So here's a bonus. The phase banner. Understand that there's a red phase, white phase, and blue phase. And the phase banner is the person that stands in front of the platoon. In the mornings at training sites, you are responsible for this phase banner. Now, it's situation dependent on who gets selected for phase banner. But I know I like to pick whoever was the fastest or whoever had the highest ACFT score on the first ACFT. That's who we selected as our phase banner. But again, it's on the individual drill sergeants of your platoon on how they select that phase banner. So just keep in mind that you can be a phase banner, and it is a great honor to be in front of the platoon as the phase banner. So that's another leadership role that you can have within basic training.